Okay. He's got Ministerian, so Will or Gale? Let's do Will this time.
Well met. I'd love to join, but I don't think that I like how... Played at the ready.
Pact of the Blade.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I'm gonna lighten her up a bit. I'm not really satisfied with that character look. Let's spice that up a bit. That's too bright. There we go. I'm gonna change that hair color. There we go. Okay.
You know what I really miss about Baldur's Gate? The food. Freshest fish
Goblins.
I've ever had.
I can smell trouble.
Get over there! Surround them like! You spotted us. Good. It's like they say. No fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked. We got you surrounded. Here's how this goes. You take one step further, and we'll fill your front with arrows. Or you turn around, and your backside gets the same treatment.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Suppose it's best to save our strength for a real threat. Go on then. Just keep your nose clean.
A question for our master monk.
Okay.
How would you approach killing a vampire?
Let's go get Carla.
To start, lure it into the sun, drive a stake through its heart. Why?
Just curious.
That was a weird glitch.
people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
What's that?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that. And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I have a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think? Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great. That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
I saw you training those children. It was so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson after all.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to
Something
fight.
tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Beast root, you hear what you watch. Gnolls. Vicious, monstrous humanoids can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas. You as the light.
Oh, great. Let's save it here, because this is going to require a couple of attempts.
I'm ready.
Forever dauntless.
That hyena's making a break for it.
Amazing.
Let's spill some blood. To the shadows.
Coming this way. So Shadow Fart
On my way.
here.
wonder if the gods are watching me.
Let's finish this. Got to focus. What should I do? On the move.
Light on my feet.
Let's have some courage.
Can't afford to let up. Need everyone alive and fighting.
Oh, he just straight up dead. Sick. Heal up.
Time to press ahead.
Get out of the way.
Got to keep fighting.
Have to keep going.
Takes you. I wonder what the next move is.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Do you have someone who's keeping on Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
Not one in particular. The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
You must be eager to get back then. Slimmer pickings out in this wilderness.
Okay. Got some free food.
Looks empty.
Move everything to camp so it doesn't weigh me down.
So, Will, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
A key. Wonder what it opens.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She's a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you. You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Listen to sense now. I don't want this to... You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are... Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill... Little background if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going. Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by their short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety, should the need arise.
I'd hug you. No room in your party. What should I do?
Oh, gladly. This circus is all yours, my friend.
Excellent. Let's go. So, Will, now that we've made peace, How about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Go on. We're listening.
It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for your throat.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
What's that?
So, will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? That great uncle's a name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
Nothing we need to worry about. Not bad, that's for sure.
Hang on. Those paladins I need to stomp are that away.
Let's grab the Everburn.
What to do?
Making me sweat.
And she's got healing potions. He does not. She has one.
No time to dally.
Split. Two. Split. Two. Shadowheart. Well.
Hey, we're still going after those paladins, right? Can't leave Zariel's bruisers roaming the coast. Good news.
Anything of use?
Well, well, well.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
There's something in the squint of his eye. You suspect he's lying.
Enough. Enough. I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlak, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
One day, I'll catch a break.
Watch this.
Victor's path.
Crit. Crit.
I need healing.
Lose this one. Okay, so don't use the Avernus Strike because it uses both action and bonus action, which is really fucking stupid. Should have read that. So I'm going to use that and then use Rage, but apparently not. Sorry about that. It was a lame attempt.
Why? A great uncle to name, my father said.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Those paladins I need to stomp are that away.
Hell's fire.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Karlak meets the criteria, pet. Trust me on this.
The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Gods, just look at... I'd be hunting devils and demons. She's not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. I deserve that. Consider me properly shamed. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
I'll be honest, soldier. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like... You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he...
Alright, let's try that again.
Hey, good looking.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Hey, we're still going after... Good news.
Try us
I'd
again.
love to, thanks.
Karlak. There you are.
Greetings, motherfucker. Ready to die?
That's right, Karlak. So now is in the hells. I could see why her ladyship wants a murderous brute like you back.
Her ladyship. Zariel really has you under her thumb, doesn't she? Pathetic.
Rage all you want, Karlak. Burn with the might of the hells. Zariel will find you, and she will bring you back in pieces. Then again, maybe she'll just leave you here, far from home, with an infernal engine for a heart, slowly burning you to ash from the inside.
The furnace was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Okay.
Breathe deep and move.
Slashing, flourish. Take out the biggest guy first. And then shoot him again.
Two steps at a time.
Heating up.
Rage. Much better.
Got to press on.
Just what to do.
Stay focused. Take you.
Forever dauntless.
Fuck yes.
Ready.
No to waste.
Ready for another round?
Let's move.
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger.
Just a brief respite.
The pride of the gate.
Never a dull moment.
What am I to do?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
No one stopped me yet.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down. High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. Thanking you. A tune-up would give this rust box of mine a new lease of life.
Maybe I need more pockets.
never get used to the stench of death.
Okay.
Looks like a trap there.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Who needs a rogue?
That might be where to look.
I'm way too big.
What's hiding here?
Okay.
Hot foot. Place is trapped. A trap. Time to dance.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
What am I missing?
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Defender of the people.
place is trapped. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
What's the story? This'll be fun. Oh, I could go for a good meal. Hello.
Let's get going.
Okay. That concludes that little stash. Alright. Where is that ring? Or is it a ring? Waypoint
Bodies
discovered.
everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
Alright, let's...
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be...
Let's go see Demon to finish rolling. Scimitar.
Calm down. Please.
The waiting's getting
I won't leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed.
Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
Thought...
I spent a good bit of time in the hells. And the devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks
A little gift from Zara.
very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help, but I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing...
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please. I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can... Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up. Forged from the...
I think it gloves for Gale to eat. Guess the gloves of missile snaring.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvan...
Spare me a moment. We've been It's rather personal. You see, I have this condition. No, it cannot be cured. And I assure I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home, in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. Oh, staffs, tomes, cowls, It's been days since I last consumed an and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture. We've already done the find. You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when there'll be danger involved. or great. Splendid. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
Thank you. Oh, I can feel it.
A metaphorical demon? I haste to point. Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. Sincerely, though. I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers. My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
The pride of the gate.
Can't give up now.
Defender of the people.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
A hero at heart.
Don't burn yourself.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Alright, thanks so much. Have a great night. Or morning.